Yo!
On a Saturday.
On a very special Saturday. It's a new segment.
I like your banana bandana.
You like what?
Your banana bandana.
Oh, I did not do that on purpose. Oh man, I'm never taking this off.
You should have it like the other way, like Tupac.
Oh yeah, that's true.
All eyes on me.
To be honest, I used to always wear. This is an old bandana. I've had this for like since middle school, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Like I used to wear this every time I was going on an adventure, like going into like cave diving or like camping out in the middle of nowhere.
But in case you guys are wondering, not on his head. He had it
Rock
folded
climbing.
out his back pocket.
Yeah. No, I was not part of a gang.
That Banana Beard Bros crew.
It's your boy Chloroform.
Yo, oh, Naruto is
headband.
the shiznit.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, I got one of those running ones. The last marathon I ran.
Uh-huh.
It has like T-Rex. Nah, dude, I love bandanas and headbands. Oh. Anyways, do we sound okay?
Oh yeah, let me test it out. Keep talking. Tell us a story.
I'll tell you a story. You always put me on the spot with this, man. I feel like I've told all my good stories already. Oh, he says I sound good. Yeah.
Okay, we can hear us both.
Yeah. I mean, I could tell you one of my like nursery stories that I made up for Manu.
From when you were in the nursery?
No, I mean like a kid's story.
A true story?
Very true. No.
All right, so why don't you explain to us this the inspiration you had for this new segment?
Bro.
What inspired you? A dream? A vision?
Like, I don't know if I can call this inspiration. It's very common in YouTube to do top 10 videos. And that's, I don't know, it's something that draws my attention. I think top 10 videos are fun to do. So I wanted to do one. Actually, I wanted to do a segment for us. So this is going to be our, we're going to call it, wait, are you watching an episode today or just rating your, yeah, we're just,
Neither.
This is our top 10 favorite Pokemon is what we're doing today. Yeah.
I mean, I agree with this because I think it's a good way for the viewers and the people who watch us in the future to get to know us a little more. You know, we do a lot of talking, but we don't do a lot of talking about ourselves.
That's true. Unless we get on the tangent of Texas Hamburger Company.
Yeah.
Father, I'll join you.
Yes, come join. Ian, come join.
Nice. Yep, so we're going to start this new segment where we just do top 10s. Because this is a Pokemon channel.
This is my beloved son Ian.
I'm back.
Your only begotten.
My only begotten son.
I'm back.
You want to grab a chair?
Huh?
You want to grab a chair? This could be like half an hour or more.
Got it.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that. Today we're doing.
Okay.
This segment's gonna be called Banana Beard Bros Top 10, and the segment today is Pokemon.
We'll think of something more catchy later.
Yeah, maybe. Or we can just do Brian and Ryan's top 10. We'll figure it out. And today's episode is our episode 1 of this segment, and we are gonna go through our top 10 favorite Pokemon. And we are basing this off of whatever the hell we want to.
There are no rules. This is the wild west of a top 10.
Nobody's wearing pants. I'm not wearing pants. We're all using Harden. This is just we're all using Harden. We're going off the cuff here. No rules. We just do whatever we want. We don't care if they're strong. We don't care if they're weak. We don't care if they look good to you. We don't care what you think about our Pokemon. We're doing our top 10 favorite Pokemon, according to us.
Right.
And if you want to hate on our Pokemon, that's fine. You can totally do that. And maybe we'll hate on each other's Pokemon a little bit here.
I mean, probably.
Something's telling me that Ryan's team is going to be way more powerful than mine.
Yeah, so at the end of this segment, we're going to see whose team could beat up whose. All right, guys?
Yeah. This is looking bad for me, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's got a Pokemon that can solo all the other Pokemons?
Oh, man. Well, I don't know. Should we get started?
Let's go. You like that, Ian?
It's crazy seeing it. I made this song by scratch. No samples.
It's so good.
All right.
So good.
Brian and Ryan's top 10 Pokemon. I love the Gengar.
He looks like that Kronk from what's it called?
Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
Ian, which one of these pictures disturbs you the most? Is it the Pelipper?
It's the
I think it's the top right.
Yeah.
No matter where you look, he's looking at you.
Yeah. He looks like he's already got like a body in there.
Yeah. He's like, I have room for one more.
Alright, on that note, let's start with number 10 on Brian's side.
Politoed. Yeah, so the backgrounds that are maroon are going to be mine, and the black ones are, of course, black, you know. All right.
Black. Like my soul.
Black. Politoed. So, Politoed isn't really a toad. He's a frog. His name should have been Polyfrog.
You know what? He's not even Poly. He's one frog.
Yeah. His name should be Unifrog.
Yeah, Unifrog.
Unifrog.
Everything about this Pokemon's a lie.
We're not, yeah. And that's why I like him. So the thing about this Pokemon is I did an original top 10 and I didn't have him in it, and I literally was just it was killing me inside. All week it was just killing me. Like,
Yeah.
I cannot have a top 10 without Politoed in. So I just moved anything I had to and everything I had to put him in. Politoed is my definition of the cutest Pokemon. He has the Pikachu cheeks, and my gosh, man, he's so cute. He's got the curly hair. He's part of the Poliwag line. They could have gone with blue, but I'm glad they didn't. I think the green looks so beautiful on this Politoed, and I love his little yellow gloves. His hands are just, and he's got little toesies.
Yeah,
little yellow toesies.
Some big feet.
He's so cute, so cute.
And you know what they say about big feet?
What did it say about that?
They got big socks.
Big socks, yes.
I'm just like, what that tongue do though?
Oh my god.
Bro, if you put socks on Politoed, I think he might actually be even cuter.
Just like the middle-aged white man like tube socks.
Yes, yes. It would look so cute on him.
With some whitey tighties like
like Walter
Breaking
White.
Bad, yeah, like
Walter
White.
Oh my gosh, someone draw that for us, please. So
Politoed is Walter White.
Yeah, it's official. You heard it here. Politoed is Walter White.
It's Unifrog. Unifrog Walter White.
Unifrog.
How about Politoed is Walter Wet?
Walter Wet.
Unihwite.
Yeah, you know White.
I looked up his Pokedex entry, and it says that they like to gather together in groups and sing really loud. This reminds me so much of have you heard of the Coqui frogs from Puerto Rico?
I have not. Why don't you tell me all about it?
You haven't? Oh, I highly recommend you look it up. They are the cutest little frogs in the world. They're super tiny. Like, they could probably fit on your nail, your thumbnail. Very tiny frogs, but they're so loud. And they're from Puerto Rico, and they just say their name. That's why they're called Coqui frogs. They say Coqui, Coqui. That's the sound they make. It's super cute. But I really think that Politoed must be based on those guys, maybe. Another thing I love about Politoed is, like I said, he comes from a Poliwag line. Poliwag, at least on the manga, has such a really cool story. I've said it before, but what happens is Red when he was a little kid, he was drowning in the water, and a Poliwag wanted to save him, but he couldn't because he didn't have arms. So he evolved into Poliwhirl to save him, and he became the first member of Red's team. And Red is the first real Pokemon trainer we know about. I think he ends up eventually evolving to a Poliwrath, which is, it's fine. But as far as an alternate evolution, they went completely different on him. They took away like the menacing look of Poliwrath, made him cute, changed the color, made him more frog-like, and he's one of my favorite Pokemon. I would say this Pokemon would be something from out of the Addams Family Nightmare. Like a member of the Addams Family has nightmares about this thing 'cause it's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
But that's Politoed, man. That's my number 10.
Fair enough. I'll move on to mine.
Unless you have something to say.
My number 10.
Booty, rocking everywhere.
King Gabbit, or King Dump Truck, as he's known by his followers. We're just gonna point out. We can just zoom in on that.
Just keep circling it while you're talking.
Man, this thing is like ferocious though. Like, I also looked at the Pokedex entry right now, and it says only a Bisharp that stands above all others in a vast army can evolve into King Gambit. And the way you evolve him in the game is so unique. So you have to have a Bisharp, and as you see here, how he's surrounded by little ones.
Yeah.
Only by defeating multiple Bisharps that are surrounded by followers can you evolve one into a King Gambit.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
So you defeat army after army after army, and then he'll evolve.
That sounds extremely complex.
That's really cool, actually.
Mm-hmm. He is the Blade
I love
Pokemon.
evolutions that are like that.
The Blade Pokemon, super unique. They gave him all unique moves that are only for him. Super powerful, super strong.
All of his moves are unique to him?
Well, the ones I have, he learned, and no one else has learned them.
Wow.
They're good, too.
He looks like an emperor, man.
Yeah, for sure.
He reminds me of those, what are they called? I need to look at the Yuxia?
Yeah.
I think it's called Yuxia. They're like the Chinese version of samurais.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of reminds me of that, along with the seat of an emperor, like a Chinese emperor.
Yeah. I mean, this guy was just wild, man. And he's quick, he's powerful. He is just everything I want in a Pokemon. He's dark and steel, awesome typing.
That is a good typing.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like he also has like missiles for hands.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what those are.
Yeah. Or have you ever seen Batman? Those College Humor Batman videos?
Mm-hmm.
Where he says he doesn't kill anyone and he like hits someone with those spiky things on his arm and slashes his throat. That looks like something King Gambit could do.
I like to think he has just like one thumb. One big thumb. As a hand.
Oh my god. One big thumb and a dumb truck.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely deserves a top 10. That's funny.
But the evolution alone, along with the power, the appearance, like catapult to this thing. I just learned about this thing the other week, playing Pokemon Scarlet, and it has won my heart over. It is everything I look for in a Pokemon. I love it.
Yeah, that's crazy that you've only like learned about him last week and he made your top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Insane. Yeah, so far I think you're winning. Right?
Yeah. So does King Gambit beat Politoed? Y'all think?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't played the new game, so I don't know King Gambit's stats or what
Politoed
he's good at, or I just know his typing, I guess. Steel is so strong, though.
He's
Steel is so good.
Dark and Steel. He's only weak to fire, fighting, and ground.
Yeah.
Unifrog is pretty low.
Yeah, Steel is so good. I would take probably King Gambit in a fight.
His attack and defense are super high, and so is his speed.
Yeah.
Looking at his stats.
It looks like that belt that Bisharp has is opened up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
seems more dangerous. Yeah, I mean, this is a new Pokemon for me, and I think it looks cool.
When do you use Granola?
Look at that booty. Booty, rocking everywhere. Oh.
He wants to stop it, drop it, lock it, that bird
What's
thinking.
a
A Nuzlocke is like a Pokemon run where if you lose a Pokemon, it dies, you can't use it again.
Oh no.
You can only catch one Pokemon per route. It's rough.
My number 9, Wargeist.
I like the shiny Gyarados.
I feel like as a man, because I am a man.
A manly man.
Manly man. I just don't... I can't appreciate, like, fruit and vegetables as decorations. You know how some people use them as decorations for the kitchen or even, like, other things. I've seen shower curtains and stuff like that with fruits and veggies, and I can never get behind that. But for some reason, pumpkins I can. I think pumpkins are, for me, very cool decorative. That's one of my favorite things to do on Halloween is to carve a pumpkin and throw it out in the front yard. I love Gourgeist. He's got the Halloween theme. He's got the pumpkin and he's a ghost. Its hair has arms. That's definitely something out of a horror movie. And one of my favorite things about him is his colors. They're dead colors. Like that pumpkin, it looks alive because it's a ghost, but it's the color of a rotten pumpkin. You know? I imagine like the insides of a pumpkin that look orange and stuff after a while start turning into this weird, like discolored pink color, I guess. I do love the idea of ghost Pokemon, and I just think in general I'm not a huge fan of most of the designs for the ghost Pokemon in the Pokemon franchise. But this one is my favorite ghost type. This one is beautiful. I love it. In the game, in Pokemon X and Y, he learns a lot of moves that you'd imagine a ghost having. Like he has one that's called Trick or Treat.
That's awesome.
It has a move. Yeah, it has a move. Maybe that's what he's doing here in the GIF. He's doing the Trick or Treat one. Mm-hmm. He has a move. I think most ghost Pokemon have it. It's called Shadow Sneak. But in the game, what he does is he disappears, and then he appears behind the Pokemon and just punches him really hard and fast on its back. Wow. I love it. It looks so good.
Like cheating.
That's funny.
I like that the Pokedex go. I know they're like in Pokemon Go and probably I think in the new games there's different sizes for Pokemon, right? And then there's like Alpha and Arceus and all that. In the Pokedex, it goes out of its way to say, hey, there are small sizes, average, large, and super sized Gourgeists. Which,
super, like a McDonald's, you can super size it.
Yeah, super size. It comes with French fries and a drink. And, you don't have to feel bad if you have a small size, because he's just as powerful and just as important and just as, attractive as a super size. And I just want everyone to know that size does not matter.
Without those small sizes,
or other things.
Without those small sizes, the big sizes wouldn't be so impressive. All right.
If everything's big, nothing's big. So appreciate your small sized Gourgeist. It's just as good as the big one. It's just smaller.
Give it thanks.
Good, thanks.
Praise it.
I love this
Dude,
Pokemon.
could you enjoy it?
You guys have seen it. I have it here in my background. It's one of my favorites. This is my number 9, Gourgeist the Ghost. The Halloween Ghost.
Love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah.
Moving on to my next one.
Another new one.
Another new one from Pokemon Violet. Which I have a feeling the two, they're number 9 and 10, but they may end up moving up, So this guy,
use them more.
Surlilege, evolves from a Charcadet. And the most awesome way possible. So you have to get a Charcadet, and you have to give it the item Malicious Armor. Okay. All right. Malicious armor just sounds badass as it is. And it evolves into this. It is also a ghost type, but he is ghost fire. The Pokédex reads, the fiery blades on its arms burn fiercely with the lingering resentment of a sword wielder who fell before accomplishing their goals.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
That's deep.
This guy is fast. He is quick.
Is it a ghost then, or is its weapons are?
It's a ghost fire.
It seems like his weapons are ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's more than one spirit in this thing.
Mm-hmm. He is and just appearance-wise too, just fucking badass. And if you look up here, it says he's using Bitter Blade. Bitter Blade is another unique move that they created for this character. It is a fire type move. It is strong. It deals a lot of damage. It can leave them burned, and whatever damage it deals, it absorbs as health.
What?
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that's crazy.
The thing is insane.
My top 10 would be Meow.
That is insane.
Ian's like, my top 10 would be Meowth. All the different Meowths.
I mean, yeah, but can it beat a pumpkin?
Mm-hmm.
It probably can't, but at least it can talk.
It probably
It
can.
can like mentally beat that pumpkin.
You can manipulate.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This is a new Pokemon for me too, but
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say it looks really good. It looks like a legendary, but it's not, right?
No.
Before we change slides, I'll just say mine.
Dang, man.
9
Like-
is probably Jigglypuff.
Yeah, this one looks like it can beat pretty much any other Pokemon with blades.
Yeah, man, it's sick. I love it.
Yeah. It's
That-
got like
That
smoke
pumpkin.
coming out of his eyes too. He's
That
like
pumpkin
in his
thick though.
zone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, who we got winning round 2? Do you?
Yeah.
I mean, they're both ghost types. They're both ghost types.
In a fight or in a who's got more junk in the trunk?
In a game of tickle butt. Who's tickling whose butt more?
Yeah, I think the pumpkin wins in that one, but I don't know if he can. I think King Gambit still is the king on that one.
King Booty?
In a fight, I think
Yeah,
Sir
King
would
Booty.
win because it takes the health for itself.
Yeah, right? Ian's like, I don't know. He, whatever he tickles, he gains that much health back.
That's like never-ending endurance.
Oh, I was a huge Mega Man kid. He does look like a Mega Man character.
He totally does. Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
Let's
I like
go.
how the swords are like changed the colors too.
I know, it's sick, bro. And like the purple flame, you see, everything about it's just awesome.
Is it always on fire, all like that?
No, only when he attacks.
Oh, okay.
He just goes like Super Saiyan and just like bursts in the purple flame. And just like
That's scary.
he just like flies forward, dude. I'm telling you, he's fast.
Yeah, that's scary that a 10-year-old can own this thing.
Yeah.
Seems irresponsible.
Yeah, you know, that's what I think when a 10-year-old like owns Arceus or something,
Yeah.
you know? Or
It's like, but I went to the event.
no, you don't understand. I caught him fair and square.
Yeah.
Moving on. What you got? Hypno.
All right. And number 8, Hypno.
The nose himself.
You know, the nose goes. My wife and I watched Shrek 4 last night.
Oh my gosh!
Upon
Oh
your,
my gosh! Did you see the the toes pop out of the shoe?
Yeah. First he was like, ugh.
Oh, I hope you told her that was my favorite part.
Yeah, I did. I did tell her. So Hypno is the, I just love the Pied Piper. That's one of my favorite parts. He gets everyone dancing. But Hypno is definitely the Pied Piper of the Pokemon world. He is, I guess this is, two things about that I love and hate about Pokemon. One thing I love about Pokemon is Pokemon that have weapons. And not your typical swords or like guns or anything like that. Things like this, like a pendulum that swings back and forth. And then I hate Pokemon that have facial hair. This thing does not have facial hair. He has chest fluff. He has. Help me out right now.
Is it like a lion's mane?
Maybe it's a lion's mane. An albino lion's mane.
Or it could be like, those things from like the Renaissance time, like all the fancy people had no portraits.
Oh, there you go. Whatever that is. And I think it's like, if it's male, it's more fluffy. If it's female, it's less fluffy. Which, say whatever you want to say about that, but... I love the lore of Hypno. He's just a creepy guy.
Why don't you tell us the lore, for those who don't know it?
I mean, as far as I know, he with his pendulum, he can control people. And he controls children into following him into the wilderness. And then, who knows what happens after that.
He is the Epstein of Pokemon.
but way cooler looking. Way cooler looking. And I have to say, Hypno is my favorite color.
Yellow?
Yeah, like that kind of goldenish yellow.
I'm sold. The Epstein.
I'm sold. He's got the banana color going for him too, cool story about Hypno for me is that he's actually the first Pokemon card I ever traded for. I remember seeing someone with a holographic Hypno, and I was like, "What do you want from my collection? For that thing." I don't remember what I traded. It might have been like a 2-for-1, like a Golem and a Magmar or something like that. But I was so happy when I got this holographic Hypno. It's my first Pokemon card I traded for, and it made me a happy, happy camper. I've used this Pokemon multiple times. Every time I use him, there's always better psychic options stat-wise, but I don't care. I pick, what does James say? Beauty before duty?
Mm-hmm. Beauty before duty.
Yes. Beauty before duty, and this is one beautiful mod. Nose and all.
That is a powerful nose. That nose means business. That nose comes with the tie on.
Comes with the tie on. Oh man, that's probably why he's got that fluffy mane. So so he's not constantly poking his chest. That's my number 8. Hypno.
Oh, that's interesting.
What is?
Hypno is one of the only few that can learn the elemental punches in the first gen.
Oh.
I would have never even thought to teach him those. That's crazy how you know that.
Yeah. It's like, you usually think of fighting types for that, right?
I mean, like anything, but when I think of Hypno, I think of Hypnosis Dream Eater.
Yeah. Yep. He eats your dreams.
Oh my god, here we go.
Well.
Oh my gosh, what an awesome picture.
Well.
Dude, you got such great pictures for this one.
You didn't choose any funny ones?
Mewtwo is just... I feel like whether you're new to Pokemon, you're an old Pokemon, like Mewtwo is just... You know Mewtwo's name. Like, you know Goku. You know Pikachu. You know who Naruto is. Like, one of the few faces of Pokemon that I feel like everyone knows. And he is just a sick motherfucker of a Pokemon. I love it. Like, he is a genetic clone and hates that about himself. And so what he does is makes genetic clones of everyone else. Is his first thought.
Give him a break, he's a baby.
Yeah.
That's funny.
One of us. One.
Oh man.
Oh man, and they gave them like some X and some Y forms, but I'm not riding with it. I just pretend those aren't there. I think one is like a fighting type.
Yep. Yeah, I don't
I'm
like
Mewtwo.
That's the other one, though.
Mewtwo put down the psychic abilities and put up these hands. You know, he's like, I'm done with the mind games. I'm done with the mind games. We gonna box.
Come get these hands.
Yeah.
And then the other one, he just turned into Majin Buu.
Yeah. But man,
I mean, it makes sense. He's doing the Kamehameha over here.
He's an excellent villain just in every story you've had him in. Like from Detective Pikachu to he's just menacing to the TV shows, to the comics, everything. Like,
yeah.
Mewtwo is it.
Yeah. He's got the stuff.
I always thought Mewtwo
He's got the Riz, bro. Mewtwo could pull my girl if it was just in the same city.
Yeah.
Right from underneath me.
Physically controller.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a great origin story in the movie.
Talk about like booties too. Look how thick these thighs are.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Thick.
Yeah.
And what
He got some
is
thick
it
thighs.
that he said? I remember his quote in the movie. Like, people have quoted it so many times.
Oh, and they don't even know
how it doesn't matter.
They don't even know it's Mewtwo that they're quoting.
Yeah. They say something like, it doesn't matter like where you came from or how you were born or anything like that. What matters is what
It says, I wasn't
life.
born a Pokemon, I was created, and my creators have used and betrayed me, so I stand... Oh, no, that's not it.
Yeah. Yeah, the only knock I have on Mewtwo, because I really honestly love everything about Mewtwo.
Oh, here we go. I see now that it is not the circumstances of one's birth that is irrelevant. It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are.
Dude, so good. So good.
Chef kiss. This Pokemon is as wise as Socrates. He is...
Yeah,
he is contemplating their Pluto. Fact.
I love everything about Mewtwo. The only knock I would have on him, literally,
is that he doesn't have a penis. Oh, I'm sorry. What were you gonna say?
I just missed that. I just feel like it's missing something. His name. Like I know he's a clone of Mew, but can we give him something original? That's the only knock I have. Everything
Mew
else
2.0.
Mew 2.0. There you go.
All I'm saying is, if you're gonna stand like that, like hips forward, like you should be packing some junk. You can't be no Kindle standing like that.
Maybe they wanted to name him Big Mew.
Yeah, unless that's not a tail, and he's tucking it like Buffalo Bill.
Oh no! Wow. That takes me back.
He is. It's his tail. It got installed wrong.
You got installed wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, it was supposed to get installed the other way.
I can't imagine that.
Yeah, if it got installed the other way, he'd have moves like whip and rap and...
Oh, man. Maybe train. Maybe Giga Train.
Giga Train.
Whew.
Alright.
Let's keep going.
Whoa, Big Dick B.
Oh my God,
I am putting this Pokemon here out of my own free will and choice. I have not been threatened in any way, shape, or form. This is my personal opinion.
It was him or me, and I chose him.
Was that good? Oh, sorry. So, here, I'm gonna throw you a bone here, Ryman. I fell in love with Beedrill watching the Samurai episode.
Yes! The best episode of Pokemon to ever have been written, directed, drawn.
Let's just... Let's cut to the chase. Let's get out of this Samurai episode. I always thought Beedrill was
one
really
of the
cool
few inspired episodes ever.
I love the Beedrill design. I love the Beedrill Pokemon card. We had a whole Nothing's Good Enough episode about Beedrill, and then we were like, oh, I guess there's one thing that is good enough. and it's just Beedrill.
It's Beedrill.
The Samurai episode is the only reason the show is still
And as much as I love Beedrill,
it's carrying the whole show.
I could not imagine them improving Beedrill, but they managed to do it. Game Freak managed to do it. I bought
they gave him a bigger dick.
Alpha Sapphire. What was that?
They gave him a bigger dick.
Yeah, exactly. Improvement.
Improvement.
But size doesn't matter. Remember, I bought Alpha Sapphire the game literally just because I saw this thing, and I was like, I have to have it. And when I found out I couldn't transfer it to the other games, I was very sad. But man, such a beautiful Pokemon. Everything about it. He's my favorite gimmick. You talk about like Mega Evolutions, Gigantamax, that new Crystallize. What does it call it? What do they call it?
Terralize or something, or Terraform.
Terralize, like region forms, like all of the gimmicks Pokemon have come up with. This Mega was my favorite, and this is my favorite Mega. I love the coloring. I mean, we can go back to like nothing's ever good enough, and us going through every little body part. But yeah, I love everything about this Pokemon. There's some Pokemon that are cute, some Pokemon that are like look scary, some Pokemon that just have really awesome lore. This is for me the embodiment of cool looking. You just look cool, dude.
Yeah,
this guy does not do drugs.
I would hate to run into this bee in a dark alley.
Or even broad daylight, bro.
Yeah, broad daylight.
Broad daylight.
Even
no.
Scruff McGruff stays away from this beach.
Yes. That's why he stays in Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah.
There's no Beedrills there. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, Beedrill can put out force fires. Beedrill can push the ground up or push the ground down.
Mm-hmm.
What does it say? They made the movie Anaconda in Beedrill's pants.
Yeah.
It's just Beedrill's got it all going on.
That was its stinger.
Yeah, he's got 5 stingers. You're saying he has a 6th one?
Mm-hmm. That's the Anaconda movie.
Oh, that's the Anaconda. Oh, gotcha.
Can you imagine if like all your appendages are just stingers?
No, I can't.
Like hands, feet, and penis are just like lethal stingers.
I guess you know what your purpose in life is.
Does Beedrill use thrust?
Yeah. Beedrill.
Yeah, that's my number 7, Mega Beedrill. Beedrill's great too, but this Mega is
one of his attacks is
top tier for me.
Yeah. Beedrill, use helicopter.
Use helicopter.
Woo!
Oh gosh,
man,
what a beauty!
Talk about sexy. Galarian Moltres. Someone had the amazing idea to stick a dark type on Moltres, and it paid off. This thing went from looking like a weird firebird to a fucking gorgeous phoenix.
You didn't like the rubber chicken look?
Yeah, the rubber chicken, that's a great way to look.
You didn't like that one?
Wasn't the biggest fan. That thing is sick, yeah. Yeah, Galarian Moltres. This is who I'm like taking like to my prom or something like. This is my hot date of my dreams. Like I want this thing to lay my eggs. I want this thing to make my pee-pee burn in the morning.
Oh jeez, ouch.
And like I like how they made it so ferocious, but then if you look carefully, they gave him like gentle baby blue eyes.
Gentle.
It's got like
He's like it's like this Moltres will burn your village down, will kill all your babies and women, but he also listens to country music.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. He's a really great guy. You just gotta give him a
really
chance.
Great guy. Once you get to know him.
But just everything, the wings, the tail, the talons, the beak, you know, even that, I tongue kiss that tongue, dude. Everything about this
Oh, gross.
is just perfect. Like that fan art. Oh, just chef kiss. Mwah, everything. Mwah, mwah. I have no complaints about this Pokemon at all. Even though it's pink. I love it. Pink. The pink looks great on it.
Yeah, the pink looks really good blended in with the fire red.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if all of it was red.
Your stone homie's like, oh, what am I hearing? Oh no.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of things that rhyme out with tongue kiss. That would surprise you.
Probably be easier to list the things I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Woo! Don fan.
Ooh.
When I see this Pokemon, I think about the beginning of that Pokemon movie, the remake of the Mewtwo, and then oh man, when that intro music hits, boom.
So good.
So good.
Yeah.
That's oh man.
It wasn't just the remake; it was the original too.
Yeah, I got goosebumps on the original.
Yeah.
The remake, not so much.
Yeah,
It kind of did something weird with the music, but.
Well, I'll have to rewatch the remake. I just remember the new one wasn't as emotional movie? For some reason.
Wait, what'd you say, Brian?
I just remember like the new one wasn't as emotional for some reason. I don't know.
No, it's because like the 3D. It's kind of weird.
It is kind of interesting.
Dolphin was my first favorite Pokemon. Really? I didn't know that.
Donphin was my first favorite Pokemon. Oh yeah, I like that.
I did not know that about you. Yeah, man. I just think that about the original Mewtwo movie. Man, when that music hits, I got goosebumps. Like, for real, for real.
For real, yeah. Same. Yeah, man. So, I'll tell you one thing I hate about Donphin.
Is it the handlebars?
And that is... Huh? No. It's the fact that he's so late game.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Like, Soul Silver, the Heart Gold Soul Silver, I grew up playing Johto. And you couldn't get Donphin till like after the Elite Four almost. I think it was after the Elite Four. Or maybe right before. I don't remember exactly. But it was so late game. And by that time, like, you just couldn't afford to put him on your team. So I hated that about him. But design-wise, oh gosh, what a beauty.
Why do you think they gave him like tire tread marks and not just like a smooth trunk?
Bro. So that rollout hurts. When he hits you with that rollout, you go flying.
But why the tire tread marks? Traction? Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, traction's a good idea. Yeah, dude, I love Donphin. He can turn like I think on the show that's shown where he's spinning real fast. I mean, look at the picture down here. You can see like the speed. Like he'll be spinning real fast, and he'll still be able to turn, on a dime.
Is it like Pidgeotto, where he's flying Mach 2?
I probably not.
Or like Diglett, who can dig at the speed of light?
Probably not, because like one charge would probably take him to China.
Yeah, Trevor. I don't know if you know, but according to Gary and Pokemon, Diglett can actually dig at the speed of light.
True.
He rolls at light speed.
He can penetrate at the speed of light.
Yeah, yikes.
Yeah, man. So like you said, for me too, I was like that movie just turned me on to Donphin.
Turn me on to
Donphin, yeah. and I told you I like weapons that are kind of unique. This is a tire weapon, right? Like I think so.
He's a tire.
It's a tire weapon with spikes on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, he's beautiful. I also love
with the new modified Diglett. Can you imagine a Wiglet coming at you at the speed of light? that big white red rocket.
Oh no, that's too big. That's too long. Too long. Yeah. So for Donphin, I love that they made an elephant Pokemon, but they didn't focus on the size of an elephant, which is like everybody, when you think of an elephant, the first thing you think of is they're huge.
No,
like,
I think of
I love how they.
I think of a tractor tire. That's the first thing I think of.
That's the first thing. Yeah.
A tractor tire.
As you should. As you should. So Game Freak went off script, and they did not go with, oh yeah, elephants are big, let's make a big Pokemon. No, they decided to go with the elephant design and make them small, but really bulky and fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I love the small elephant look with the tire tracks. I like his ankle.
It's like a armadillo-ish kind of elephant.
Yeah.
Or a roly-poly. Right.
Yeah. And ground types are my favorite, so this is my second favorite ground type. Under what will be my number one favorite Pokemon. But, oh man, beautiful Pokemon. And most of all, I love the way he fights. You know, I just love the way he fights. And that's my number 6, Donphan.
Oh, show. Ooh, my baby Greninja.
Opening scene of Mewtwo Strikes Back.
Is it opening scene of Mewtwo Strikes Back? Can't say Donphan doesn't go absolutely
Bro,
crazy.
that's what we were just saying. That scene gave me goosebumps. When that opening credit music hit, the I wanna be the very best. I'm like, oh my gosh. Fuck. Oh man, I can't even put into words. That just blew my mind. I'm like, this is sick. So hard.
So hard.
Man.
Bro, I know. And then that bubble beam, that Squirtle bubble beam on the chair.
Oh man, everything. That whole fight scene was just, it was honestly one of the best fight scenes that whole movie.
Probably in Pokemon. Ever.
For real. They went hard. But can we just talk about how, like, sexy this Greninja is, dude?
Oh, no.
I am in love with these photos, man. He is dark, man.
Tongue scarf.
This is hands down one of my favorite Pokemon, man. He is a looker. I'm like, what is that tongue? What'd that tongue do?
Oh, man.
His eyes.
If I could unsee the tongue, maybe I could like this Pokemon.
And in fact, he has that original move, like that water shuriken. Bro, it's so good. I love everything about this.
How much damage does that do?
A lot. And especially on Pokemon Unite.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, this thing's dead. Dude, Trevor was over today, and I played a game of Pokemon Unite.
Mm-hmm.
I got 20 kills and no deaths. I got one death at the last second because I was fucking around. But 20 kills, no deaths.
Wow.
Greninja is just insane. 30 kills. No deaths.
Wow.
That water shuriken, bro, is just, you can't play around with it.
Dang. Is he dark too?
Yeah, water and dark.
Yeah.
I love the fact they gave like a ninja, you know, like, I love everything about it. He's awesome.
So where's his mouth though?
It's like right here.
Oh, is it under the tongue?
That's like the top of his mouth, and I think, yeah, the bottom's like...
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's kind of like ninjas cover their mouths, right?
Yeah.
It's like a scarf. Tongue scarf.
Mm-hmm. Just like, imagine if like Lickitung had a badass older brother, you know?
When you put it that way, yeah, it's pretty good.
Like a super scene, just like angsty.
Oh man.
Like Greninja.
You want to come over? No, I'm fine. My older brother's coming over. Oh yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, he's like the Sasuke of Pokemon. Just
I don't know who that is.
Oh no! Oh man, what is that? I love to forget the day I met Donkey, right? I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Oh man, Greninja, man, Chef Kiss. I love this photo I found of him too.
Yeah.
It's just
that
great.
PNG is good. Oh, the other one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, these two. I mean, all these photos are great. But this one, just like I feel like, just spews his personality, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ash had a Greninja too, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's considered his strongest Pokemon he ever had.
Really? Yeah. I'm not.
Yeah.
I think it's just badass.
In fact, I think it was. I don't know which game it was, but one of the games that came out. If you bought it, if you pre-ordered it, you could get Ash's Greninja, which I guess looked different.
What?
I think it's this one, right? Like that picture, like where his horn is kind of reddish instead.
Oh,
Hold
maybe.
on, let me look it up. Ash's Greninja. It looks a little different. I don't remember what was different about it. Yeah, like his horn is red instead of blue or black or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, so that red one.
Yeah, there was something special.
Yeah, there was something special.
Alright, so who's winning these fights so far? Does Greninja beat
Donphan?
Donphan?
I mean, yes.
Yes?
Type-wise, very much so.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he's water type. I was just thinking he was dark. Yeah, never mind. He's got that water.
Get that water.
He got that water.
Wait,
boy.
who is Mega Drill? Who is Mega Beedrill against?
Mega
Mewtwo?
Beedrill against Mewtwo.
No. Hypno was against Mewtwo.
Oh, yeah.
Mega Beedrill was against...
Moltres.
Oh, Moltres. Yikes. You're not making it easy on me right now.
No. Woo! Typhlosion. Some more Johto, right?
My boy! Okay. So...
He reminds me of Godzilla.
Really?
Godzilla's younger brother.
Yeah, I mean, non-reptilian, but yeah, I guess.
Yo, explosion! Oh man, that bottom right picture you found is awesome.
Yeah, I love that one. So to be completely honest with you guys, I honestly believe that I would not have loved Pokemon if it wasn't for Typhlosion.
Oh wow.
I think I would have liked Pokemon, maybe burned out. I don't think I would have loved Pokemon my whole life if it wasn't for Typhlosion. Well, Johto was my
Trevor is
favorite
loving
game.
your top 10.
What's that? Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. He must be a Johto guy like me.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is my favorite game was Silver, and then I played Soul Silver. These were my favorite games. Typhlosion was my starter every time, so he was my always on my team. And when those games first came out, I was seeing moves that I'd never seen before. This guy had Flame Wheel, which looked awesome. He had Lava Plume, which looked awesome, and he had Blast Burn, and he's the only Pokemon that can learn Blast Burn, which just burns everything in sight. For how much I didn't love Charizard, this next fire starter had the same stats as Charizard, but man, looked so much better, and just I love Typhlosion so much. I love this Pokemon. I love how he's kind of like, if he's calm, he doesn't have the fire coming out of his neck, but when he's getting ready to fight, he does. He just looks like a very, very threatening Pokemon. And even though he's a quadrupedal Pokemon and he walks on all fours, he can also go bipedal and like walk on twos. So he goes both ways, which is good. And to tell you the truth, like for me, being such a big Johto fan, I'm glad that Gen 2 they didn't decide, oh well, dragons are have fire. We know dragons have fire. And I'm glad that they didn't go that route again. They didn't even go reptilian. They just went to this, mongoose-looking thing.
Oh, so yeah, mongoose, ferret-looking.
Like, mongoose, ferret-looking thing, which probably would not be the first thing you think of if you were trying to make a fire Pokemon. But man, it works. And the fire on his neck. I don't know who came up with that, but, give him, unlimited cookies or something.
Unlimited baked beans.
Unlimited baked beans. Yeah, no, Typhlosion is a huge part of why I love Pokemon. Probably the biggest part of why I love Pokemon. But yeah, I mean, if you have any comments, you're free to speak right now.
No, I mean, I agree. I love them. I mean, not as much as you do. But whenever I play Johto, I also gravitate towards Typhlosion. I love him.
Yeah.
As you'll see later, I have a Typhlosion myself, my own.
Yeah. That's my number 5, Typhlosion.
He's fighting my Giratina.
Oh, God. I hate you. You're the worst.
I'm on my dad's side for like every.
Oh man, this thing is sick, and it's gotta be this form too, not like the weird one with like 4 legs. This like wormy, snaky one. This thing looks like it didn't persuade Eve to bite the apple. This one like told her to.
Yeah. He forced her to. I was just gonna say, this is the Satan Pokemon.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, this thing is badass. This thing's bad to the bone. Like all these pictures, the way the red glows, the gold on it. Oh, Garrett, blasphemer. Blasphemy.
Oh, I like that.
Bro, like
the Explosion Winds Giratina's lore is dope, but nah.
Man, those things coming out of its back is just sick. This thing checks off everything I love in a Pokemon. From typing, to appearance, to stats. This thing is insane. Like Ghost Dragon, like just chef kiss.
How many ghosts do you have so far?
It's legendary.
I think all your Pokemon are ghost or dark.
Right?
1, 2, 3.
What does that say about me?
I think the only one that's not ghost or dark is Mewtwo.
Oh no.
Yeah. Are there any other evil Pokemon?
Is it safe to say that all my Pokemon in a trading card game would use like the psychic energy, and
or the dark energy?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
He's like, I know. Legendary is one of your check boxes. Yeah. It's gotta be legendary. Or at least able to take on a legendary, alright? I'll settle for some pseudos.
Pseudo. You like a Sudowoodo?
Yeah, Sudowoodo. But.
Oh, that statue's cool.
Yeah, the lore's badass. Oh, right?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta give it to you, bro. I honestly don't like most legendaries, but this one is definitely cool.
This one tickles your pickle.
Is that the Sano Evils?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, almost. I mean, a little bit. Won't get carried away. Like a little tickle, but
get a
then,
house
like, get off me. Maybe a one night stand, but that's about it.
Fair enough. I don't think I can handle any more than that.
Yeah, probably.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah.
Next, we're at the number 4 spot.
Golfer.
It's
like the great ball of gas.
Poison gas Pokemon.
He's smiling.
This is another Pokemon for me that goes in the cute department, but even more.
It's the happiest.
This guy's whole body is a weapon. He has found a way without limbs to be so useful. This guy takes out an Onix
so happy
in the anime by just ramming him with his body.
Fartmon.
Not to mention that he can poison humans and Pokemon alike.
Mm-hmm.
Funny.
Fartmon, I love it. Oh man, what does that mean? Based? I hear that all the time.
Based?
Yeah, he said
like,
this is based.
Maybe I think he meant biased.
Oh. Okay.
If he meant based, I don't know.
Yeah.
Base means like mid.
So.
It's an unpopular. It's like an unpopular opinion.
Gotcha. Yeah, biased. So, I would say that most of my love for Coughing does actually come from the anime, because he is my favorite personality of all time in the Pokemon anime. He's what I would consider a happy bad boy. He's with Team Rocket. I mean, I imagine later on when they have other Pokemon, I don't know if Coughing will show up again. We'll find out about that. But he's one of the bad guys, but he's just so happy. You can't hate him. You have to love him. Even when he gets beat, he just gets beat with a smile on his face. Team Rocket's blasting off, and he's just loving it. He just loves life. We should all try to love life as much as Coughing, and then, probably not be as toxic as him, though.
Mm-hmm. That gif is adorable.
Thanks.
I like how you have like a school of Coughings or a swarm.
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, as far as design goes, this is perfect simplicity design. Coughing makes me want to smile, and I hope everyone that sees him smiles as well. If you have depression, anxiety, just pull up a GIF of Coughing, see how that makes you feel.
Fair enough.
That's my number 4, Coughing.
Let's see who Coughing's fighting.
Oh gosh, no. I don't want to.
Woo! My Typhlosion.
Oh, that's adorable. It looks like a little otter.
Bro, this thing is Typhlosion on steroids, if dipped in crack, melted down to a spoon, and shot up like heroin.
Wow, okay.
The ghost, oh my gosh, like the way like the like wisps come out as if they were fire, I love.
Those are ghosts?
Yeah, they're like ghost whips.
Oh.
He carried me in Pokemon Arceus. Oh, same. He's so good. And that typing fire ghost, one of my favorite combinations ever. If you can't tell.
My new favorite type of Pokemon is whatever Jigglypuff is. It's definitely like Ghost Dark Pokemon, whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever your like genre of Pokemon is, that's like my new one.
Yes.
Converted me.
This guy, I mean, like, there are some good typings that pair with fire, you know, but I feel like this elevates Typhlosion to a whole other powerful level. And I feel like he just looks great too, like the things on his chest too, the way it goes around now, instead of just like on his back. Definitely still looks like a mongoose. I love the way the fur kind of curls, like on his neck. He's got red eyes now. Like, I just love it.
Is that fire coming out of his back, or is it like ghost fumes?
Both.
Both? Oh.
Mm-hmm. He's
dripped out the wazoo.
Yeah, man, he is dripped out.
Yeah.
Know what I'm talking about?
I can't deny that he looks good. I
Mm-hmm.
can't deny he looks good.
He's like an otter with ears.
But man, he carried me through Arceus too. He is chef kiss. I love the design. I love the typing.
Yeah, that was cool that in Arceus they just used starters that everybody knew, but just kind of changed up the.
Man, I'm trying to think.
Evolutions.
I think he might be my favorite starter ever.
Wow,
Mm-hmm.
that's interesting.
Venusaur is definitely
not a bad choice.
Venusaur is definitely my most used.
Yeah.
That's because I play a lot of Kanto.
Mm-hmm.
But man, Typhlosion is definitely my favorite though.
Yeah.
If I were to start a Pokemon journey, this is the Pokemon I'd want as my starter. Oh man, Mudkip is broken. Never mind. Yeah, Mudkip is freaking. Mudkip is my go-to if I'm competitive and want to win something.
Yeah. Bro, Mega Swampert though.
Hoenn
Region's is a specialty.
Mm-hmm. Anything with Ho in it.
I feel like Hoenn's the one I played least, but it's a good region for sure. That's where my beautiful Pelipper is.
Speaking of
starters,
number 3.
Venusaur.
Oh gosh, I forgot.
Oh, and you got the giant one.
Yeah, literally has to be the giant Venusaur from the
mechanical.
The island of giant Pokemon.
Mechanical inside.
The mechanical one inside. Bro, let's just go to the beginning of time. Bulbasaur's number 1 Pokemon. This is the first evolutionary line. Venusaur is my favorite starter. He is big. He is bulky. He is good for the environment.
He's
a big boy.
Bro, honestly, like Venusaur is probably the best Kanto starter. I don't know if it's been officially proven or not, but if I had to bet money, it's Venusaur.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of uses for sure. yeah, I just love this bulky beast. I feel like he's a gentle giant. You know, he cares about the environment. He cares about the Pokemon living there. He's a good guy. He heals Pokemon. He heals himself during battle. His moveset is really fun because you can poison, you can put to sleep, you can heal yourself, and that's already a Pokemon that is very bulky and hard to take down. And he's also healing himself. As movesets, I love him. And to be honest, if I could see a Pokemon in real life, I mean, Venusaur's got to be up there at the top of the list of Pokemon I would love to see in real life.
Doesn't like Ho-Ho bring you good luck or something?
He is what do you say? He is grass. Oh, he is grass carries early game in Kanto. Yeah,
True.
Early game. That's true. I mean, Giovanni has just ground types. Right?
Yeah, he's good all.
Yeah, that's a big boy. Yeah, I'd love to see this thing in real life. And I love the red eyes. I love just everything. He's a dinosaur. He's like a dinosaur. I know you think he's more of a toad or something.
I think he's a toad. A toad.
But for me, this guy's a freaking dinosaur, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, a toad with cat ears.
Oh my gosh, I would love him. If I had to pick a starter in any game, and I had all the options, I'd always pick Bulbasaur.
Yeah, like if I was 10 years old and starting like an actual Pokemon journey, I would pick my Hoenn Typhlosion, and I think you'd pick his Venusaur.
Your Hoenn? Oh, he's
Oh,
Hoenn.
yeah, who's doing? Sorry.
Yeah. For sure. Yep, that sounds about right. That's my number 3, Venusaur.
I've always wondered if if like every single 10-year-old is like, I don't know, not required, but like if every single 10-year-old like went off and did their own journeys, like what did the parents do with their life? Like why did they not pick any Pokemon?
They're probably like ex-Pokemon trainers. I don't know. I wonder if it's mandatory or not.
Right?
It doesn't really.
I mean, like.
But Venusaur will be fighting Alakazam.
Oh gosh, come on. When I don't have the benefit of not finding a legendary, you can find my weakness.
They had to pay taxes. Oh man, talk about like.
Pay taxes.
Talk about carrying through Kanto. This Pokemon can carry you all the way to Kanto and through the Elite Four. This thing is a glass cannon. This thing is this is my Pokemon that I play best with and I use most often. I love a Pokemon with low HP, low defense, and just super high special attack, super high speed. Low everything else. Just glass cannon. I want to one-hit kill everything or die trying.
Okay, 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go through the chore of catching an Abra, it's
Yeah. This thing, man, that Mega looks sick too. They could totally do without the spoons. I feel like without the spoons, it's just as menacing and cool looking, you know. Especially since he's weak to steel, doesn't really make sense.
Looks like a cat with a mustache.
But Ian's like, it looks like a cat with a mustache.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of its Mega. His feet are weird.
Your beard's weird.
Your beard's weird, bro.
Oh man, to me it looks like the Ice Prince from Adventure Time. It kind of like reminds me of.
That first one, like the yellow one on the left, kind of reminds me of Beerus with like beard yellow.
Oh, he says Alakazam, not the Mega, looks like a yellow Beerus.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, he looks like he could be a destroyer of worlds, of universes.
Oh man, I love the design of Alakazam. The Mega, you know, like I love the idea of like the bigger beard, the third eye, you know, like just being more awoken.
With extra spoons.
You know.
Yeah. Oh man, I really like the picture of the regular Alakazam you found.
Yeah, me too.
Extra spoons.
It's
such a beautiful golden yellow.
Yeah.
Like I want to get a car that color.
This thing, dude, will carry you through any generation.
No? Most.
Man.
Yeah, no, he's definitely been. Yeah, he could definitely carry you through most generations, I would say.
Ah, man, he's so good, so good.
Yeah,
I love him. He will always have a spot on my team in my heart.
Can't blame you for that. I've used him on playthroughs too.
Number 2.
The picture you
Number
chose.
2. My little painting here. Pelipper. And I know what you're thinking. You have a picture of his butt. Do you really actually like his butt, Brian? And the answer is yes. I do like his butt. I do like how his mouth reaches all the way back there. It's impressive. You know, if Pelipper wanted to be a rocking chair, he could be a rocking chair. I imagine if I had a Pelipper, I'd just sit on his back and ride him back and forth like that.
I feel like this bird eats children.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Those eyes are so cold.
That picture on the
so
left,
unique.
just like it looks like a soulless demon
with a booty
Looks
mouth.
like somebody that would just swallow me.
Bro, he's so unique. I can't help but love how unique he is. Have you ever seen those eyes on any other Pokemon?
No.
Look deep into those eyes.
They are bottomless.
Dead eyes.
So, it's kind of. I like the fact that his wings have like little fingers.
Yeah.
Like he's like
I do too.
wiggles them as he like says goodbye and hi.
Yeah. Oh man, he has. Yeah, I love this thing so much, and then I love his little feetsies. He's got like little webbed toes. They're so cute. This is like #1 derpy Pokemon of all time for me. Oh my gosh, I love him. I think you got your like Slowpokes and Slowbros and stuff like that, but for me, this one's stolen my heart. The first time I saw a sprite of a Pelipper, I had to like think twice and see is this really like my new favorite Pokemon? And it wasn't quite my new favorite Pokemon, but man, #2 for sure. I love this thing. It's so beautiful, and the colors too. You know, it makes me think of the ocean. You got the white. You get the blue from the ocean, like the white sand, freaking pelicans. Like pelicans became one of my favorite animals after seeing a Pelipper. Like I think we were going to go to California maybe this summer, and like I look forward to my thing I look forward to most is seeing the pelicans. So I just because it's like the closest I'll ever get to a Pelipper.
This thing looks like the opposite of a stork. Like the storks like drop off babies, and this thing like picks them up, and just like it's, like if you don't answer your door fast enough to get your new baby, a Pelipper comes and takes it.
Like he just follows storks around.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the story.
That would probably be Dark Pelipper.
Yeah, the dark typing.
Yeah.
Once Pelipper has gotten a taste of blood.
Well, that's my #2. Let's see what I have to deal with now.
Yeah. Who's Pelipper fighting?
Oh my god.
Oh man, this thing is sick. So
I'll take
that
Pelipper
your
on this
#2?
one. I think this is the one I might win.
Oh, you think so? Man, so this thing is ghost and normal. Like, super unique typing.
Looks emo.
Do you know any other ghosts and normals?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think there are any others. I can look it up though.
Yeah, this thing is the emo of all Pokemon.
Because tonight will be.
Yeah, legend has it if you put your ear up to his Pokeball, you'll hear the "Because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again." Don't make me change my mind.
He's the only ghost normal.
Yeah, man, this guy is in a class of its own.
That's my favorite Pokemon, I think.
This guy is. Ooh, man, I love the gringy, the dirty, This guy looks vicious too. I love like the eyeliner.
He looks like a Pokemon that won't look at you, will not pay attention to you, and before you know it, he's sliced your throat.
Yeah, this thing like the jaundice eyes, like it's like liver is failing, like it's been drinking its whole life. The eyeliner, the claws, man. The big hair, I love this thing. The chest hair.
Hair looks like snakes. That middle picture is horrible.
He looks like he could be related to that villain from. What's the name of that anime with the little kid with the green and black hair?
Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter.
Man, you see the middle picture, like what they do with its hair? It's just so crazy.
On the third picture, what is he on top of?
That's a lot of hair.
This thing, just like this thing is just unique. I love it. It was love at first sight with me.
Yeah.
This thing constantly wrestles in my heart for the number one spot, but I just can't give it to it. I have too much history with the number one spot.
Yeah. Totally understand that.
So the next one's
he's kind of, like you said, he kind of looks like a dirty white, but dang, it does look good.
Let's see what normal Pokemon.
All right, you ready to get to our number ones?
Yeah. My number one Pokemon.
Marowak!
Marowak!
Oh, bro, that one looks crazy with the dinosaur.
the real one?
Uh-huh.
Oh, or
yeah.
Yeah, I love that. And that one where he's jumping the petrified Aerodactyl or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I had that as my background on my computer for years.
Oh, I love that too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, man. This is like this Pokemon has everything. He's a ground type. He has a weapon. It's a bone that he throws around. Like, I think we were talking about it in my Ride Run. Like, I wish when we played Dynasty Warriors that Marowak was a playable character. We just threw his bone at groups of soldiers coming your way.
My favorite part about this Pokemon.
I take care of Lubei. Is it Boo? What's his name again?
Lubu.
Huh? Lubu. I would take care of Lubu with Marowak, bro. I'd knock him senseless with that bone.
My favorite part about this Pokemon is the fact that in the anime, every single time he loses, he starts crying, and his temper.
He's always crying.
Yeah, his temper.
Cubone now is always crying.
That's Cubone though, right?
Yeah. I find it funny that Cubone wears the skull of its dead mother, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I assume it evolves into Marowak, where that is the skull, where that is the mother, and that is the skull. You see the mouth? So when this Marowak dies, the Cubone removes the head of its mother and places it on itself.
And then I think it's like the mask, really.
That's
like
dark,
he evolves into it, and the mask just kind of becomes part of his body.
Yeah.
You know?
He just molds it like Jim Carrey's mask, like the mask.
Yeah.
It just
like
he's
Jim Carrey. Yeah, exactly.
Ipkiss, where were you last night? Stanley Ipkiss.
I was thinking the mask from Goosebumps, but definitely Jim Carrey one was too.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Same thing.
Have you seen that Goosebumps one?
Yeah.
I've seen that episode
it was so scary as a kid.
I've rewatched that episode so many times. Especially that part where she's running away and it's like chasing her through the graveyard.
Let me tell you, in the last run of MMO we did, I had both of our number one spots on my team. And that was interesting.
Marowak is not the MVP, but dang, he looked good on that team. You know.
Hey, he pulled his weight though at the end, in the Elite Four with that Rocky helmet.
He had some moments.
With that earthquake and that Rocky helmet's really what saved the day a lot of times.
Yeah. So Cubone has the backstory of, like you said, his mother dies. He puts a skull on his head, and he's got. I feel like most Pokemon don't have that kind of backstory. Marowak has a really cool backstory. He has a perfect typing. You look at this thing and you know it's a ground type. He's walking on the ground. He's throwing you on the ground. He's hitting you with objects you'd find on the ground. my favorite soccer player is this guy named Carlos Puyol. He retired a long time ago, but he was a defender, and he'd be center defense, so or like center back. So like he would be right next to the goalie. Anytime like someone tried to get close to the goalie, he would do everything he could to get the ball out of there. You know, he would spin around on the floor, he'd grab players, he'd do everything he could so that the ball would never come close to the goalie. Like his job was to protect the goalie. He was extremely gritty, and he's my favorite soccer player. I feel like that translates so much to Marowak. He's just a gritty Pokemon.
You know,
he's gonna Cubone is kind of a crybaby, but once he evolves into Marowak, he has no mercy. He's gonna do everything he can to knock you out, to beat you up, and to do things his way. He really grows up into his evolution. And I mean, I'd love for you to find people tell me that this Pokemon does not look cool, because he does look cool.
You know what he reminds me of, and I get vibes of, is like a caveman. He gives me like caveman vibes.
Like his personality?
His personality, his weapon, his face. Like, look at the gif when he has his mouth open at the end. Like, he looks like just like a caveman.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see that for sure. Yeah, I love this thing. This is my favorite Pokemon.
Okay, what's my dad?
Alright. My favorite, who Cubone is fighting.
I got this one.
Gengar! Oh,
dude,
man.
That picture, though. With Misty.
Yeah. Oh, man. I can't even put into words how much I love this Pokemon. This Pokemon is the reason I love Pokemon. I fell in love with just the ghost typing. Yeah. I love in real life like spooky things, ghosts, like horror stuff, and Gengar is just it. Like, he can be silly, he can be funny, but he can be spooky too. Like, he is everything I love in a personality, everything I love in a Pokemon. I would definitely have gotten rid of, like, who would have guessed? I probably would have done away with that poison typing, you know? But whatever, like, I'll still keep it. Gengar is the bee's knees.
What was your Stony Homie said such a good pick here? Was that Gengar or Marowak?
I think that was your Pelican.
Oh, my Pelipper. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Marowak.
Yeah, dude. We got some similar tastes here.
Mm-hmm. But man, the red eyes, just the fact he's a ghost, dude. And this guy just loves haunting people. Like, he embraces who he is.
And he shouldn't be poisoned.
Yeah, he's got that toxic personality. He's poisoned.
He's got that toxic personality. Yeah.
Hey man, that's our top 10.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, guys. And for all the comments, your Stony Homie.
Yeah, thanks for all your involvement. How are you feeling after today? Do you feel like this could be your top 10 for a while?
Yeah, I think so.
Thinking these new Pokemon are gonna sway your heart?
I don't know. I don't think so, but, you know.
Marowak is top 3 for me too.
Really? You make a top 10 thickest Pokemon? Oh,
that can be our next thing, like top 10 thickest Pokemon.
Marowak is top 3? Dude. I like your friends right now. You're really good at picking friends, you know?
Yeah. Can we just...
So good at that.
You need to see this again?
Oh, Salamence is your number 1. Okay. Yeah, that's like one of the best dragons. For sure. Oh yeah, let's please end with King Gambit's booty.
But I say, do you need to see this again?
There's no other way to end. Oh man, that was fun. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll try to get our next top 10 soon, and it'll probably be something non-Pokemon, or maybe it'll be Pokemon. We'll find out later, I guess.
What are we streaming today?
Just this.
Oh, I thought we were gonna do like one of the runs.
No, I gotta go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good, bro. All right, thanks for joining. Your Stony homie, you much appreciated.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't pick my side in my favorite Pokemon, the love is still there. All right.
I think Strength picked your side.
Yeah. I know in my heart that I would beat y'all up with my side, and that's all I have to know. I feel like Mewtwo with Solo.
Next to top 10.
So.
Oh man. And just to let you guys know, like if you don't have a supersized Gourgeist, you know, doesn't make you any less valuable.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have that shirt, Ian.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. Well, have a good night. Catch you on Tuesday. Carried by a legendary. I feel like, is it like half my team legendary, or?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Let me see.
Okay. That's not. We got Mewtwo. That's legendary. That's legendary. That's not. That is. I mean, 3 out of 10. That's like 30, like 1/3, right?
That's 30%.
30%.
Yeah. Mewtwo is your only Pokemon that's not Dark or Ghost.
Oh, Alakazam too.
Oh, and Alakazam, yeah.
Dark, Ghost, and Psychic are my.
Yeah.
Actually, those really are my favorite typings. Actuality.
There you go. All right, guys. Well, we'll catch you on the next time on Wednesday.
Alright.
Bye.
Faux show. Peace out.
Bye.